Almost done. Overall, how was your experience in doing this?
It's a 7 out of a 10. It's the instructions have quite a few amendments to them, which made some of the parts unclear when you're looking at it, what holes are there versus what they want you to do. And so that involved a couple of back steps, because it's like, all right, this shows me holes, I know this part, and then they say, no, do this instead. And then a couple of the steps were out of order. Like when you're installing these fender flares, a couple of them said do it this way, but then you got in there and you're like, you can't, because that has to go in first. So I don't know whether just, just over time they've got them out of order or what. But it's got high quality parts on it though. I have to give AEV credit. The parts on it are top notch.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. That's why, especially with the bumper, that's why I wanted to go that way. I didn't want some square,
bumper,
chintzy looking.
All of it's quality, well built. Definitely not a kit that a novice needs to jump into. But
would you do one again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you
double? It'd be so much easier.
Would you double the price on the next person?
No. I mean, it's you always have a learning curve on the first one.
Yeah.
But like the front ones. I hit the front ones at like 10 hours. And I'm filming, so that slows me down.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait to see that.
The backs took me a lot longer.
The backs took longer.
But I did one side first just to get acclimated with their system. Then I did the other side. On the fronts, I did them both at the same time.
Now, the one thing everybody's always curious about, the thing that scared everyone else from doing this, how was it cutting the fenders? Was it pretty cut and dry as far as what they told you to do and where you're cutting on the truck? The biggest fear of cutting the fenders is remembering to line out the inside of the fender and not the outside. But I mean, I build rat rods, so cutting things apart, and I'm like, I don't look like the other. Right. That was everybody's fear. Every body shop, every truck shop, everybody's like, oh, I'm not cutting it because you can't put it back. Once you cut it off, you can't put it back.
That was absolutely the least concerning of it all.
That's what I've heard from people who've done them. That it's really, they tell you exactly how to do it and you just follow directions and it's done. It's super simple.
I cut them once and then touched them with the file to clean them up. Never touched the fenders again. And
what did we use on the edge of the metal?
I did a combination of body saw and grinder with a cutoff.
No,
real thin cutoff.
I mean on the metal to treat the tip of the metal so that.
I used a self-etching primer.
Gotcha. All right. So she's almost together. We got what to finish the wheels. The lights are drying. We got to roll in the winch. Anything else to do after that?
We could probably move that connector right
and move the ABS plug that they put in an odd place.
I need to get the truck down and get my steps over here.
And that's it.
We'll zip tie that up inside.
And I'll show you some of what he does. You didn't build this one though, right?
No, I built the black one, the red one, and this one are all from the ground up build.
Oh yeah, his hot rod's pretty cool. And you built this for a build off?
Rat Rod Magazine build off last year.
So that's pretty dope. This one you're just doing work to, fixing up some stuff. This is a off-the-shelf chassis, right?
That is what you call fab?
Trent Fab?
Trent Fab Ultra 4 chassis. Mm-hmm. It's a retired race car.
So it's had a good life.
Yeah, well, I mean, the motor's not, but a lot of the other parts were.
This is his. These are how he usually builds. This is ham and cheese. It is a family buggy. That's another thing we have to figure out on Moose. I've got to do some type of step
slash slider, because the factories have to come off, obviously. And nobody really makes a nice one. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna find some 3.5 inch black, some 3.5 inch steel like this, and build a step probably with that same texture. That way it can kind of roll out from under here, go down, and probably roll back a little bit back here to give it a step, kind of have a slider on it. Because when the AEV bumper comes in, you know, they use that same bar to go around the back here. So I think that's what'll look best on it. And then we still have the graphic. It's gonna go from the body line down. We're gonna have a couple sponsors that's already sent us some stuff. And we're gonna have space for some more sponsors. And then what else do we have? We've got to put the rack back on, which we have a size change for that. We're going from 4 inches height to 10 inch height. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about the roof nest right now. You know, we've had a ton of problems with that tent, with finding parts for the tent every time something goes awry. And when we took it off to bring it here, we found a crack, a small crack about 10 inches long, straight down the center line of that. And it's already bed lined, so I'm probably going to put some sealer on it for now and put some more bed line on it. And that's probably how it's going to roll for now. But I think that's going to need to be replaced. And then what else do we got? The bumper. We're going to have the mirrors wrapped is what we're going to do. Rather than painting over the chrome or swapping out the mirrors and handles, the handles are going to get vinyl wrapped to a white to match this. The mirrors are going to get vinyl wrapped in a super heavy black textured that will match this finish, and it also won't show the scuffs and stuff from off-roading from bushes. And then we already have black badging coming for all the way around, so that'll be pretty much the last of the chrome. I think that's about it. So this is how she's sitting now. So we got a little bit of touch up to do, and we're gonna take her for a test drive.